Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Labor Day. Today, I am back with another video. Today, we're gonna be looking at we're gonna be doing a full weather update because even though we don't normally do ones on Monday, but because I didn't have much videos at all for the past 2 weeks, I kind of been slacking off. I'm trying to make that back up, and we have a lot of stuff going on right now, a lot of activity and severe weather wise and hurricane wise, of course. Pretty much everybody knows that. But yeah, so right now we have the mid-level water vapor. You can see this is Dorian. You have the eye right there. Got outer bands stretching out, and some of the outer bands are even starting to hit Florida, the weaker ones. But if we, if you can see this, we can play it out. You can see, what is my mouse doing? I don't know if it's my mouse or something. Okay, yeah, you can see if we play this out, it's kind of laggy. I haven't come into the frames yet. Okay, yeah, it's not even loading. It's not even loading the frames anymore, so we just won't look over here. But we can see the latest one. You can see this is not moving. The storm is not moving very, very much at all. It's been really stationary. Like, it started at today it's moved like that. That's it. That's how much it's moved. And let's take a look at the visible satellite. Here it's starting to get dark, so let's go back a little bit earlier today. Yeah, we can see how it is. The eye, my mouse is having significant issues today for some reason. I don't know why. I started doing this last night. I think I may have to get a new mouse soon. Oh yeah, we can see the outer bands, clouds coming out. Even some of these clouds are associated with Dorian. It's a pretty nice hurricane. I like the mesoscale floaters. I like how it updates every minute. It's really, really cool to see how the clouds build. It's better than the normal satellite. You can see. All right, so let's get. Yeah, we can see the clouds. It's kind of cool. But let's get to the National Hurricane Center's website. You can see we have Dorian right here, 145 mile per hour winds, 940 millibars. So it is weak. It has weakened since yesterday. But it's not moving much. It's nearly stationary. Let's click on it. Let's get the cone pulled up here for y'all. Yeah, so this is the cone. We can see Nova Scotia. It could be a post-hurricane or a post-tropical system. When it hits, this thing could go, if it goes north. Sorry about that, my mouse is doing. But this could hit Nova Scotia. We'll have to see about that. But it's just the National Hurricane Center. We can see hurricane warnings have been issued in the red in Florida. The pink colors are hurricane watches, and those have been issued in coastal regions of Georgia and South Carolina. The hurricane is supposed to grow in size, but it's supposed to kind of weaken throughout the day, tomorrow and Wednesday. Then it'll be a hurricane by Thursday as it goes by South Carolina. And it'll continue to be a hurricane for a long time as it goes out back into the Atlantic. And we'll go to the north, as you can see on the cone here. It's going to be moving pretty fast by the time it goes out here. You just got to wait. It's stationary right now. It has not moved much today, as I have already said. Let's take a look at wind speed probabilities. And I do have my monitor again today. We're going to be looking at pivotal weather, of course. My favorite website. Maybe my second favorite. But yeah, we can see the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities. These purple colors are about 100% sure there's going to be tropical storm force winds. And you can see this red shade goes all the way up into almost level with the Massachusetts area right there. We can see the coastal regions do have about a 70 to 80% chance in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia, and Florida of seeing a tropical storm force winds. U.S. rainfall potential. Let's take a look at that next. We can see this is not a big rainfall maker for Florida. 6 to 10 inches, maybe locally higher amounts right there where my mouse is, but not a huge rainfall maker. Not a ton of flooding from rainfall, probably, but some of the areas, maybe in North Carolina and South Carolina, it could be a different thing. But storm surge is going to be the issue, of course. Now we're going to move on to not the surface analysis. We're going to be going. I want to look at this. So let me get this. I'm going to go over here to my monitor and get this pulled up for you, because we have a lot more activity in the Atlantic right now. Not like we have a lot of tropical waves that could potentially eventually form. So let me get this pulled up here. This is why I like having a monitor. They're really good to use. Okay. Yeah, so we can see right there is Dorian, of course, but we have 3 other areas we are watching right now in the Atlantic. We have one right here in the Gulf of Mexico with a 60% chance of forming in the next 2 days and a 70% chance in the next 5 days of forming. Right there in the Gulf of Mexico. If we click this, you can see it's supposed to form right there, and it could hit Mexico. It's been kind of stationary for the past few days. And we have another one right here in the Central Atlantic with a 40% chance in the next 5 days, and the next 2 days a 30% chance of forming. Give me a sec. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can see that right there. None of these will likely affect the USA. Maybe this one down here because it maybe brings some rain, but this one out here probably won't. But what I am looking at is, I'll talk about that in a second, but we have this red one, 90% chance in the next 5 days, 80 the next 2 days. Elongated area of low pressure. A tropical depression is expected to form the next. Okay, so yeah, we have that area. That could maybe form, could affect the U.S. It's supposed to form in this area, and it will be heading off maybe in this direction. Not to worry. No, don't worry now if you do live in these areas. I'm not saying it's going to hit you. We don't know yet. Where is this going to go? This one is something that's interesting to me. It's still on Africa, actually, but it has a 40% chance in the next 5 days, and if that does form, though, it could go this direction, go over across the river, maybe do what Harvey did, do what Irma did. I'm not saying this is going to happen. Maybe at Florence. Florence didn't hit Georgia, I know. It hit North Carolina. Yeah, we have a lot of activity in the Atlantic. The eastern North Pacific, we do have something going on. We have Hurricane Juliet, 80-mile-per-hour winds, 87 millibars. But kind of by Mexico. Let's take a look at the cone. Not really affecting land. We can see this is a pretty large storm. A lot larger than Dorian was at this time, but or like how it was at this stage in its life. Dorian is like that big. Or not even that big, it's like probably that. But you can see hurricane. This thing will be a hurricane strength all the way through Thursday. And then by Thursday night it'll probably die off and do a tropical storm. So let's get rid of that. Forecast track line, there we go. Wind speed probabilities, it's not going to affect anywhere, really. So, really don't need to look at this, but it's actually gotten smaller, probably, or it's actually gotten smaller over the past few days, which I find interesting. It's getting stronger, but smaller. That's kind of interesting, actually. You can see it's been a pretty big hurricane compared to Dorian. So now let's get away from let's look off the tropical conditions, and we're going to move on to a different topic right now. Let's go get the SPC, because the SPC is busy tonight. We can see we have an enhanced risk. Let's get this bigger so we can look at the things we have in. It's pretty active right now. We have an enhanced risk going from North Dakota down through Minnesota into the Wisconsin region. And we have a slight risk going from North Dakota, South Dakota, down through Iowa and Wisconsin. And we have a marginal risk in the same states, really. We have a marginal risk in the northeastern states by Pennsylvania, down through New York City, all the way up through Boston and down to Washington, D.C. And the coastal regions of Florida, because of Dorian, could have a chance for some tornadoes. Therefore, there is a marginal risk on the Florida coast right now. Tornado threat, yeah, we have about a 5% in the close to the enhanced risk out in South Dakota, North Dakota, kind of on the south side of the MCS we have right now in North Dakota. We'll look at radar in a second. But yeah, you can see how that goes on. Wind threat and hail threat. Hail threat is a pretty big threat early on, but there's only a tornado threat. There's a tornado threat also in the northeast. Wind threat in the northeast is the major thing. For tomorrow, which is Tuesday, September 3rd, we have a slight risk going from Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Ohio and Indiana. We have a slight. We do have a significant area, so this could be an enhanced risk maybe by tomorrow morning or tomorrow. We will have to see how this goes. For day 3, we have this 2 areas, a marginal 1, because we have Dorian right there. Let's see. And tomorrow we do have a little marginal in Florida, but for day 3, we have a marginal right there in North Carolina, South Carolina, because of Dorian. And we have our system that we have today, bringing severe weather tomorrow. So today we have it out here, severe weather. Tomorrow we will have it out here. And then Thursday, or Wednesday, my bad, September 4th, we have it out here in the Northeast. So that's kind of interesting. This is moving across the northern USA. No day 4 to 8 outlooks. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8 now. Maybe severe weather will calm down a little bit. Let's try to get so we're going to look region by region at the satellite in a second. But first of all, I'm going to pull up the get us a radar we can look at. We'll actually just go here and try to get this a little bit of a radar. Because I'm not going to go region by region tonight. We can see the, let's let this load a little bit here, so. Alright, so we can see, we don't need 200 frames. That's why it was taking forever to load. So let's just lower this down to 12. Because I just want to look at pretty much the latest and see which way it's moving. If we play this out, what the heck? Why is this so laggy? Or so, not laggy, slow, I don't know. But we can see, you can see the anvil overshooting tops in this region. A big, giant anvil going all the way into Wisconsin, just in high-level clouds and into Canada. If we overlay the composite radar, you can see the heaviest storms these are severe warning 2 right there, kind of on the south side of the MCS, and we got some rain towards the top of the storm. I'm sure there's probably rain over here too, but we don't have radar, so we can't look at that. But let's take a look at what else do you want to look at here? Oh, warnings on it to see if they're this. Yeah, we can see those 2 are kind of broad watches, but we do have the severe thunderstorm warnings right there. Temperatures kind of in the 60s, decent for severe weather. So that is the satellite. Now we're going to move on to the sort of the midterm forecast here. Let's go over to pivotal weather, kind of like we did yesterday. We're going to kind of look at what has changed and what will be happening. So, like right now we have the only things we have going on is we have a low pressure or a cold front leaving the northeast with some showers behind. We have Dorian, of course, right there, 953 millibars, and we have the severe weather in North Dakota. Those are the things we have going on right now. And we have some showers and thunderstorm activity in California, Nevada, and Arizona, those regions. But we'll skip ahead to tomorrow afternoon. We can see we got our low pressure right there, 997. We got the cold front probably sort of like that. We got the severe weather kind of in this region. You can see the little bit of storms in Wisconsin. And we got some rain on top or over there. And then we got Dorian's forecasted to strengthen at 9:48. This is tomorrow early afternoon. Let's go till 00Z. Yeah, we can see that cold front right there, the severe weather going all the way down to Illinois, and Dorian right there. Now let's skip this till Wednesday evening. You can see Dorian still is not mid-landfall, as we can see right there. It's off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina at 953 millibars. We got shower and thunderstorm activity in the west over there. And then we have our low pressure system, likely with some severe weather, just leaving in Maine right there. It's right there, 995, kind of leaving. You can see the low front. Behind that, we have a 1020 or 1020 high pressure, 1020 millibars high pressure right there behind it. That'll get kind of shoved out. Let's go to Thursday afternoon now. You can see the GFS model brings Dorian really close to the coast at 969 millibars, probably a Cat 1 or Cat 2, maybe even probably a mid and Cat 2 hurricane. But we can see here another system at 1011 in Canada with some rain, and we do have an increasing thunderstorm activity in the west, especially in Oregon and Nevada. It looks like, and going into Utah and Colorado. With just probably associated with this out here in Colorado is that low pressure system. You can see our high pressure is getting pushed by this right here, that low pressure, high pressure from that was behind the severe weather that we have today. That I was talking about there in northern Illinois. That is now in Canada. It moved. We got Dorian, of course. Let's skip ahead till Friday afternoon now. It's Friday. We can see if we move this over, we can see this is kind of on the end of the map. This would stop being such a pain, so it'd be easier. But we can see we do have a lot of activity. Not a lot of activity, but we have some thunderstorms and showers out in North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Colorado, and Wyoming. We got a new low pressure system with a little bit of a weak cold front, probably a warm front like that. In Canada, maybe bringing a little bit, maybe like a marginal risk in Minnesota. We'll have to see. You can see Dorian right there, of course. Could be approaching Nova Scotia. Get our high pressure there. So Sunday, we have a new system. It looks like coming out into the plains, to the upper area, the upper plains. You can see in Nebraska. No, this is not the upper plains. My bad. This is kind of the North Plains. You can see we got in Nebraska and Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota. We have a little bit of some activity of showers and thunderstorms. We have Dorian. The GFS model takes it over Nova Scotia. You can sort of see it right there on the edge of the map. Why did my pen just ask for a sound in? Or why did my pen just do that? Okay, I don't care. Oh, we can see our low pressure with a little bit of a cold front and down there. And now let's go take a look at Sunday now. Next week, we can see increasing activity across the northwestern USA through Washington and Montana. We got some storms looks like out here in this region, some in the southeast. Now let's go to our last day. Our last day, it looks like we have a little bit of a upper level low for Monday. Maybe some showers and thunderstorms kind of in this region down through Minnesota. Maybe even a little bit of a cold front going down there into the upper plains. Now that I wrap this video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good Monday. Tomorrow's video may not be the best. So the reason I'm doing this tonight is because tomorrow I may not have a very good quality video. I don't even know if it'll be on my computer or maybe on my phone. There may not even be one because I will not be at home, most likely. I won't even be anywhere close. So, yeah, that's why tomorrow's video may be kind of bad, or there won't even be a video. That's why I'm going to do it tonight, and then Wednesday I'll probably will have another one. Alright, have a good rest of your evening, and peace.